TaylorMade Global, where he gives you services and consultations tailor-made to your own situation. Mr. Andre C Taylor Jr. Oh, the crowd goes crazy.
What's happening, Andre?
Well, first, thank you for that warm welcome, warm introduction. Special shout out to Be the Change, everybody involved from the back, back behind the scenes all the way up to the front. Definitely an honor, a privilege to be here. So again, I say thank you. I'm excited to share the stage with this awesome panel of speakers as well. And so I'm ready to get it in. Are you ready, Mr. Unstoppable?
I'm ready. You know what? Because you've got a powerful presentation, and it's another. We've been throwing out our words all day talking about rebuild, but you can hit us with something new, something fresh, and it's the ability to replenish. So I can't wait. I got my pen, I got my paper, and I'm ready to be renewed and replenished. So the stage is yours. This is Andre C. Taylor Jr.
Awesome. Again, thank you all for just sharing this time with me. I want to ask you a couple quick questions. One question I want to ask you is, where was Andre pre-pandemic? Like, what was he doing? What was his life like? And the answer is, it's kind of like you. I was dealing with the same things that you were dealing with, right? I was in my comfort zone. I had some trust. I had, expectancy that things were going to be just great, right? Another question I want to ask you is, where were you during the pandemic? Like, what were you doing? If I was a guessing man, I would imagine it was something similar to what I was dealing with or what I was experiencing. And then the third question is, what are we doing post-pandemic as we're in that era of transition right now? And the answer remains the same. It's probably pretty similar. And so I just want to leave you all with a few things before I get out of here, which is one, preparation. I want to talk about being prepared. Number two, I want to talk about staying in alignment. I want to talk about alignment and what that means. And number three, replenish, which of course is the title of my presentation on today. And as Mr. Unstoppable himself mentioned, my name is Andra Taylor with TaylorMade Global. We are your #1 small business solutions provider. And what we do is we move you from potential to manifestation. And so, like I just said, when I asked you the few questions that I shared, I, just like the people that I'm connected to, the people that are on the stage, are pretty much the same. We were going about our lives, right? Pre-pandemic. And we said, I have all these plans laid out, right? We had goals, right? Raise your hand if you had goals. You said, I'm going to do this and do that, and maybe take that flight or take. My soul, because I'm a goal-oriented person. Okay, if you know me, you know I'm a goal setter, and I like the idea that I'm in control, or things are working out the way that I want them to, when I want them to, how I want them to. But if this pandemic showed us anything, it showed us that we have an illusion of control. That the things that we think we really have grasp to, it's not so much the truth, right? Another thing I want to talk about as we talk about the pre-pandemic is our lack of preparation. If you're like me, you're guilty of this as well. You're saying, you know what? I thought I was prepared. I thought I had it all figured out. I thought I knew what was going to happen. But sure as the world, you probably couldn't have anticipated something like this would shift. And a big part of that shift was technology shift. And as a person being in the technology really challenging for us. And the last thing I want to talk about is awareness. this gave us a keen awareness. It's not like a lot of this stuff wasn't already manifesting, right? The change of the tide, the era of the digital economy, but the pandemic really fast forward and it really brought that reality to our awareness, right? To right at the forefront of our mind. And so that caused a shift, right? That caused a shift. And so this is what we're dealing with, experiencing pre-pandemic. And then I want to move over to my second thing, which is the last 12 months during the pandemic. If you actually check the news, if you were alive, you would know that we experienced about 5 years in one. This has never happened before for us. Never before have we had a major election. We had a pandemic, right? We had a major movement, the Black Lives Matter movement. We had major technology breakthroughs. There's all these things that just seem to coalesce in one calendar year. And again, it's one of those things that we were like really taken aback. It raised our level of awareness. Like, whoa, like, where did all this come from? There was so much loss, and there's so many closures, and there was fear, right? There was wildfires. And so in the last 12 months, a thing that really became important is our pivot, right? Is our adaptability. And it reminds me of the story when the Japanese owner had a plant and it was bombed during the World War. I think it was World War II, I'm not exactly sure. Then he had another plant, and there was an earthquake that destroyed that plant. And most people would consider that when these devastating times fall on us or attack us, that we're naturally inclined to say, you know what, maybe it's not meant for me to keep going. Maybe I should quit or give up. But this person decided the exact opposite. And this is what I want to encourage you all to do as well, is the exact opposite. Even though that we've experienced so much loss and so much closures and so much in fear and change and devastating things that have transpired over the last 12 months, I encourage you to employ adaptability. Stay on your pivot foot and be ready to adjust. It doesn't mean you have to give up or stop doing what it is that you're doing and what you're passionate about. It only means you might have to do it slightly different. And that's what this Japanese manufacturer did. And this company, you might or might not know, it's called Honda. And it went on to create the Honda motorcycle and become a multi-billion-dollar company and standing the test of time today. And so it reminds me of a quote that hardships actually highlight our gifts. That's right. Hardships highlight our gifts. It's in these crushing moments that things are being produced. Ideas and concepts and businesses are being actually birthed in the midst of it all. And the final thing over the last 12 months is what I like to call rest and reset. Rest and reset. Now that we were kind of forced indoors, right? We were forced to work from home, if you will, and to change our environment and the way we come and go and that kind of thing. That should allow us the opportunity to get some much needed rest. And what other time than right now and in this season and what we were experiencing and dealing with do we need rest? And on the flip side of that is reset and restoration, right? So we need to go from rest to regathering to some of the things that other speakers are sharing, and we need to reset. And we need to pivot in that way to know what we need to do to make our next steps forward. And, that's majorly important as we continue to go into the final thing that I want to talk about, which is the post-pandemic, which we're on the cusp of right now, right? And what I want to highlight is some of the major things that are being birthed during this shift, because it's definitively a shift that is transpiring in our lives. And it's nothing to be negative or be mad about. It's actually something that you should find hope in or be encouraged in as we get up and we rebuild. And that major shift is the digital era. And nothing better brought that home to me than work from home environment, where people are saying, you know what, we can use this stuff called technology. We can actually do our jobs just as good, if not better, as we shift into the digital era in the digital economy. The other thing I want to point out is acceleration. We are in an unprecedented time of acceleration. Our future trajectory is going crazy. Like, again, I said earlier, we experienced about 5 years in one, and that trend isn't slowing down. And so as we go forward, we need to make sure that we have repositioned ourselves for the great challenge that lies ahead, which is my last point. There's great challenge, but there's also great opportunity. And you don't have an advantage if you don't take advantage of the advantage. And this is your opportunity to do that. Never before has there been a time to create the wealth. Look at cryptocurrency, the stocks, everything is skyrocketing and going incredibly crazy. This is great opportunity. But you won't be able to take advantage of the opportunity if you don't see it for what it is. And you got to realize that nothing can hold you back without your permission. So in closing, I want to leave you with this. These three things I need you to prepare. And the best way for you to prepare is obvious. There's some obvious things like innovating and things like that. But the thing I want to leave you with is I want you to learn and invest. Learn and invest. Learn and invest. That's what you're going to need to prepare for this new era, this era of abundance. Learn constantly. Read every day. Absorb as much knowledge and information as you can. This is your opportunity to do that. Number two, I need you to stay in alignment, which in another word is balance. A lot of people we allow to be get out of balance, right? We allow things of the pandemic to distract us or to deter us or to bring us out of where we need it to be. You need to keep the course and you need to trust the process as we go forward. And then the final thing is replenish. This is my theme for the year. And the reason why I chose replenish is because it doesn't mean only to gain back that which was lost, because we suffered so much loss, but it means to get back what we lost plus more, plus interest. And so this is our time, this is our moment, this is our season. And again, we've been affected just like everybody else. During this situation, we've lost major clients. I've experienced every range of the emotion ranges, right? Anger, frustration, denial, sadness, depression, to have to come back and resurrect. We wanted to help many small business owners. That's what we do. We help small business owners, and we say, hey, we have all these plans to do that. And then everything collapsed, and it made it extremely difficult for us to do that. But because we're prepared and we're constantly learning in a learning organization, because we continue to stay into alignment and stay the course that's presented before us, that during this season and beyond, that we will find that we are going to restore and we are going to gain back everything that we lost and then some, and you are going to do the same. And so I challenge you to keep your chin up and remember that 1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight. This is my fight. This is our fight. So again, let's move from potential to manifestation. Let's get up and rebuild. Thank you all for your time. I definitely look forward to connecting with you.
That is